Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Do you suffer from battle fatigue? At some point on your journey towards your goals and your dreams, you can become weary while waiting for the vision to come to fruition, as it might be taking a lot longer than you had thought or initially anticipated. And this can become quite disheartening, as hope deferred makes the heart sick. But Brian Tracy stated that between you and every goal that you work to achieve, there is a series of obstacles. And the bigger the goal, the bigger the obstacle. Your decision to be, have, and do something out of the ordinary entails facing difficulties and challenges that are out of the ordinary as well. So perhaps you feel that you're up against something that you just can't handle, and you just don't are unsure as to what to do. When you feel uncertain, fatigued, and discouraged, what do you do in those times? For it's not easy waiting, and you can get weary and feel like it's an endless battle. In the book of Chronicles, there's a king who was up against a great army. And sometimes when you're aspiring towards your goals, the challenges can seem insurmountable, right? Well, this king, King Jehoshaphat, was up against an army that outnumbered him and his people. He became very afraid. So, what do you do when you feel overwhelmed? When the battle seems too much? What do you do when you don't know what to do and when you're afraid or exhausted? Well, like King Jehoshaphat did, so should we. He prayed. He called on God. So let's ask God for his help, as God has promised to never leave nor forsake us, as he is a very present help in times of trouble. God will give you the strength you need to fight the battle, or he will fight the battle for you, as in the case of King Jehoshaphat. Because sometimes we can come up against forces that we ourselves cannot battle, because some battles belong to God. So if you are weary, the scripture states, go to God and he will give you rest. Also, remember your vision. Don't let the situation that you're currently facing or any feeling of discouragement or fatigue seem greater than or take over your vision. The vision is your why, the reason for doing what you do. Your why is important. An unknown person stated, when you feel like giving up, remember why you held on for so long in the first place. Another thing, faith is important, as faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Also, the battle may be long and you may feel fatigue. You've got to fight the good fight of faith. As you know, faith, and continue to press towards your goals and your dreams, as the scripture promises. Though the vision tarries, to wait for it shall surely come. And it is said that it doesn't matter how slowly you go, so long as you do not stop. Brian Tracy also states, never consider the possibility of failure. As long as you persist, you will be successful. And that sometimes your greatest asset is simply your ability to stay with it longer than anyone else. Albert Einstein states, it's not that I'm so smart, it's just that I stay with problems longer. You see, most people in life quit everything. Sad thing is that if they continue and they persevere, that they will realize that their goals are a lot closer than they actually thought. And we ought to call on God, for he shall renew our strength. God says he knows the thoughts that he has for you, thoughts of good and not of evil, thoughts to bless you and to give you an expected end. Also remember, the scripture states that we ought not to get weary in well-doing, for if we faint not, we shall reap a reward. So thanks for watching, and remember, as always, to keep your sights on the things that are eternal, for it's in the eternal things that we can move beyond the walls.